Happy Friday from the superintendent's desk. I have two quick things that I want to share with you with this week's update. The first is regarding the potential bond issue, which you may have read about in the Gazette. It was also discussion at our board work session this past week. I want to make sure that everybody knows that this is in the very preliminary phases. We haven't even made a final decision yet as to whether or not to put a bond issue on. But we want to be open with the community, make sure we're communicating that it is something that we are considering. In making this decision as to whether to put a bond issue on or not, we're going to work collaboratively with our staff, with our students, and with all our parents and community as well before we make a final decision. There are several projects that are on my mind that if we do a bond, I would like to include. The first is Claggett Middle School. We really need to take a look at the interior of Claggett in terms of making some upgrades to the building. We also need to explore potential expansion of Claggett. We've had students going into trailers for classes for a number of years. And I think we can do better than that. And I think from a safety perspective, it'd be nice to have all of our students housed right in the building throughout the course of the school day. The only way that that's going to be able to happen again is with an expansion. So we want to pull the community together and see if that's something that you all would be supportive of. The second thing, and very important thing, is safety and security. Obviously, with the change in school environments, as we've all experienced throughout last year, school safety is a priority. I can tell you that we are taking a very proactive approach here within the district to ensure that we have a safe school environment for our students and staff. We actually just recently had a meeting with all of our local police forces in order to discuss ways to make our schools safer, and we're in the process of implementing some committees throughout the district to explore safety and safety plan implementation at an individual building level. We are anticipating that we are going to need safety upgrades throughout the building or throughout the district, and that of course takes additional money that isn't currently within the budget. So the other thing we want to look at and discuss with the community is safety upgrades across the district, K through 12, and potentially including those costs within a bond. The third thing, which has been a quite popular topic over the course of the past couple of weeks, is air conditioning. As you all know, we have 3 buildings in the district that do not have centralized air or air units in all of the windows. That being Claggett, Canevin, as well as Fenn. I think if we do upgrades to Claggett or an expansion to Claggett, that would be the optimal time in order to add air conditioning to that building. I'd also like to get feedback and explore adding air onto our 2 elementary buildings, Fenn and Canevin, as well as part of that potential bond issue. Again, we're not going to move forward with any of these ideas or concepts. We're going to pull people in, similar to what we did with the strategic planning process. We also have the Ohio Facilities Council coming in. That's an outside state agency to take a look at our facilities and make recommendations for upgrades and improvements. So we don't want to work on our own in making the decision not only on whether to put a bond on, but also the amount of the bond and what that bond is for. We want to reach out to you and see what your priorities are in terms of our facilities and the future of the district. The earliest a potential bond would be next school year, potentially next November, if we end up moving forward. So this entire school year is going to be utilized to gaining information, communicating out to the community, and seeing what our priorities are and if it's something that we even want to move forward with. The second topic that I wanted to share with you is our community chat. We are continuing our community chats for this school year. This is our 3rd year of doing these. After being through them for 2 years, we are going to change our format this year to try and give more people an opportunity to participate in those chats. We're going to do 4 or 5 chats throughout the course of the school year. We're going to focus them more on academics and education because that seems to be where the most interest was the last 2 years with the chats. And we're no longer going to do them on Saturday mornings. I understand the difficulties with my own kids in trying to show up to a meeting on a Saturday morning when you've got all kinds of activities going on with sports and church and any other things going on the weekend. So instead, we're going to hold the chats during the week. Currently, the one next week is scheduled for Tuesday the 11th, and that'll be at 10 a.m., and we will be holding that at Claggett. We are considering doing evening ones as well. We thought we'd start off with a morning one. We do invite the community to come into Claggett during the school day to be a part of that chat. We're going to be looking at our new cafeteria as well as going up to the media center and talking about the facility upgrades and how they impact education and academics over at Claggett. We understand that during the day people are working, so you're not necessarily able to attend. So what we're going to be doing is live streaming those chats from our district YouTube page. If you haven't liked it yet, or you haven't liked my page, please go on and like them both so you can get instant updates when we go live or when we put videos on there. You will have the capability through YouTube in order to send in questions. In addition to that, we're going to post those videos permanently to our YouTube page so you can go and watch it at your own convenience and then send us in questions at a later time. Our goal is to reach a much broader audience, make sure we're providing you with the information that you need and want, and that we're available to answer questions. Again, my door is open. Contact me anytime if you have any questions. You can instant message me through social media, send me an email, give me a call, or stop in. I hope everybody has a great weekend. A lot cooler weather. I can tell you I'm enjoying that, as our students and staff are as well. And go Bees tonight.